What's going on, guys? So today I'm gonna walk you guys through on how to properly install a MultiPure pre-filtration system for any Kangen system. It doesn't matter if it's the K8, the SD501, the Junior, the Platinum. You can install this type of pre-filtration to all of them. And the one that I have here is the Aqua Perform from MultiPure, and I'm gonna be leaving you guys the link below. And in this case, we're gonna put it under the counter because they have the machine under the counter, and I'm gonna walk you guys through the whole steps and everything you need to do the proper install for this type of system.
Water, yeah, water, goddamn, water, okay, water, what? Water, drip, water, splash, water.
All right, guys, so first step, you gotta get your filter ready for the install. So it has this whole turn-in knob right here. You basically turn it all the way until you can get it unhooked like that. Remove this big O-ring, set that to the side, and now you can pop your canister open. So once you do that, set it aside. Get your filter that came with your system. Take it all apart. If you guys see, the bottom doesn't have a screw on, but the top does. And that's how you know where's the top and where's the bottom. So you get the top of your canister, and if you guys see inside, there's a screw-on head that goes into the filter. So you just do that, you make sure get it lined up, and you twist it in. Make sure it's snug, don't over tight it, because it has a gasket. All right, about there. And now you put the canister in place and make sure to watch out with this rubber gasket that it doesn't fall. So you make sure you do it this way. And if you guys want to keep the front, which is the inlet tip with the labels, you guys can line it up that way. That's the way I like to do it. So it's lined up like this. And now you get your O-ring, put it same way, and the same thing. It has where it says MultiPure, and if you're gonna have it sitting up top, it's good. If you're gonna have it sitting this way, make sure it says MultiPure, whatever direction you're gonna set the filter. In this case, I'm gonna have it sitting this way, so I put it that way. Make sure that goes in right there, and you screw it back onto place. Once you hear that first couple squeaks, right there. Don't over tie it either. Now your filter is almost assembled. All right, guys, so once you install everything to the filter, the next step is we need to flush out the filter for 30 minutes. So the best way I've learned to do that, whenever you order your pre-filter, it comes with an installation in the faucet. This is to make it basically filtered water for the people that don't have ionizers. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna go ahead and install this so we can flush out the filter. So if you guys see in the hoses, it says in, and this is the out. So that's what we're gonna do. You see here, it says in, which is the red, and it says out. So now what I'm gonna do is install the in here, like that. Get some branches. All right. So now our in is installed, and then we're gonna install the out. Same way. Screw it on with your hand as much as you can. It turns freely, so you can just screw it on with your hand. So that's how it's gonna look. So after you do that, you grab this diverter piece that comes with it and you hook it up to your existing faucet. And it comes with different pieces to make sure it fits in different faucet heads. So just make sure you have the right one for your faucet head. I already have one here. That's about it. I'm just gonna put it like this for now. And now what you do, make sure you have cold water running. All right, and once you have the cold water, you can go ahead and turn on your diverter. And give it some time, because it's gonna go through the filter. And make sure there's no leaks. Perfect. So it's coming out from here. It's building up all the pressure. Come out anytime. You see how black it was? That's because of all the carbon in the filter. So now you basically let it run for 30 minutes, okay? And then I'm gonna show you guys what to do next to install it under the counter or above, doesn't matter. All right guys, so the filter has been flushing for 30 minutes now, and I'm gonna show you guys the next step to install it under the counter. Whenever you order under the counter, it comes with this plate, and this is like a holder for the actual filter. So the best way to do this is to put this in the filter and then install it. But if you guys see here, it has these hanging knots. So what I do is I use this to see where I'm gonna put my filter, and then I mark it, I drill the holes, and then I'll take it out and then install it into the filter and then just hang it. So I'm gonna show you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and install this piece underneath, and then I'm gonna show you guys how to put it all together in the filter. Stay tuned. All right guys, so now I installed the bracket, or the screws where the bracket is gonna go underneath. Get your John Guest adapter kit, because whenever you're gonna install it with an ionizer, you need to order this kit. And these little adapters here is whenever you put it above the counter, when you're using the flexible pipes of the machine. And if you're gonna put it under the counter, it uses 3/8 hard hoses, so therefore you're not gonna need to use these. Put those to the side. So you're only gonna need the actual, you need to use this and the elbow and to connect it in the bottom. So now we need to replace the one that we used to flush out the filter. So unscrew it. I already unscrewed it with the vice grip. So do that. Make sure you dry it up. And now get the connector from the John Guest kit adapter. Do it by hand as much as you can. And get your pliers, vice grip, whatever you have, to tighten it up. Once you hit a dead end, then you stop about right there. Do the same with the out position. Make sure you dry it out. Same way, use your hands until you can't no more, and then use some pliers or vice grips. Right there, and this is how it's gonna look. And after that, you're gonna get your elbows that has the quick connects, and you push them down into place like this. So now that step is done. Next step is putting this and then just adapting it, and you connect it and you're good to go. So I'm gonna show you guys what I'm gonna do next. All right guys, so now we're gonna install the bracket, and let me show you how you do that. You line it up with the top part because you want this, whenever you're gonna replace it, you can just unscrew this and take off the bottom part. So you do this, get this end, it has slits right here, you put it through the slits, like that. And now you screw this piece on, like that. And you do the same thing with this bottom one as well. So now you can just attach it to the screws you have here in the bottom. So if you come here, this is where I put the screws. You go ahead and just hang it. Make sure it presses down like that. And remember, one is the in and one is the out. The red one is the in and the blue one is the out. So the in is where the water comes in, and this is where I have the faucet from Iron Faucet. You're just gonna turn it that way so it can be behind it. That's gonna be my in. And remember, these are hard tubings. That's the tubing I was talking about. This goes into the quick connect super easy. So do that, hook it up here. Make sure you press it in until you can't press anymore. And you pull it out and it locks. So that's the in, and then you get the out. That's the one that's gonna be going into the machine. So it's, in this case, it's gonna be the blue one from the Iron Faucet. So same thing, put it here, push it in, and now you're good to go. So after I install the machine here, I'm gonna show you guys how everything looks, and we're gonna test the water. So stay tuned. All right, guys, so I finally installed everything. Everything's looking amazing. I want to show you guys the whole setup. If you guys see here, we have the K8, and then as well, we have the pre-filter already connected. And since it's under the counter with that type of faucet, it comes with this valve where you can control the flow. So whenever you're gonna replace your filter, just shut it off from there, run the water, and then just take this off, and then boom, take off the filter, put the new one, and then you're good to go. So check out this amazing looking installation.